Hello.
I guess it's just us, huh?
It's still early.
Is that right?
In the eyes of some agents, it's still early.
It's hilarious. Yeah. Well, how was your Mother's Day?
Good. Did a little spa day with my mother-in-law. So
Oh, nice. What'd you guys do?
just got mani pedis and went to lunch and yeah.
Oh,
And I picked up pizza for dinner, which is better than me cooking. So I will take it.
yeah, that's we had friends over at the last minute. The kids made me dinner the night before and had, they're teenagers, they're adult teens, and they I really want to make the sounds on my phone stop. That's I switched phones and I haven't figured out how to turn everything off. So anyway, they fixed dinner the night before, and then the next day they gave me cards, and so we had some friends over since they didn't have their kids that weekend. So we're like,
That's cool.
it's nice. Let's sit out under the fire pit.
Yeah.
So I'm putting my listing back on Airtable. It got deleted
Why did?
because it said it was going. I don't know. They don't apply this across the board because I did have going active or coming soon on May 6th. Well, that didn't happen. And then but there's another one that says June or May 5th. It was going active, but it's still there. So I
said something to Abby the other day because I'm like, hey, there's like multiple things on here that should be off by now. And she thought it was like the one date only. And I'm like, no. So
no, there were things like Rachel's it's up to the agents to let them know. Like Rachel had one that was in contract, like from Airtable, and it was like 2 or 3 weeks in contract because I asked her, hey, is it such and such in contract? Yeah, we've been in contract for a while.
Oh, you mean like
so, I don't remember
deal. Got it.
Off market deal. Yeah.
I see.
So it's, like we need to be proactive and tell them, yeah, this needs to come off. But
That's true.
But also, if there was a way they could see that it's on the MLS, then that would be. And I usually just tell them, hey, take this off.
Right.
But this one I didn't. So I'm a little miffed.
Well, if the date expired, if it's the coming soon date, whichever date hits first, if there's a date on there, that's when they'll take them off.
Now they don't take them all off.
She should be.
Because those dates can change like at the last minute. And
right.
I don't remember what day I put on there because I'm waiting to hear from my seller when the carpet's going to be in, when they're ready to really go live. And that, that was going to be like 2 or 3 weeks from now. So I think it's 2-bedroom.
Yeah, there's a little confusion on what date was the appropriate date. So, yeah. Should be better now. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. So thank you, ladies, for attending my class today. We're going to go over Facebook and just a better way to target past clients or forever clients. That's the new KW term, forever clients, not past clients. And how to just really help you focus on those people in your news feed versus everything under the sun that you see. I will tell you, I'm showing you a different way because the initial way that I was taught and that I had initially used it, is not there anymore. So, yeah, so we will go ahead and get started. I'm doing this on a computer, so it might look a little bit different on your phone. But I did check this way is possible on both platforms. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. As always, if you have questions about anything, absolutely feel free to interrupt and ask. So again, disclaimer, I'm not responsible for anything that pops up on my Facebook. I always do that when I share my phone screen, but I'm saying that for Facebook because this is my personal Facebook. But most of you I'm friends with, so it doesn't really matter, but neither here nor there. Not responsible. Potato, potato. Okay. So I'm logged into my personal Facebook page. You don't have to be on your business page for this. It's going to be personal page related because you can't really target this way for your business page because your business page doesn't really function like this. So we're on the home screen. I'm going to go to friends on the left. Might look a little bit different. So old way was that you make custom lists. And so I had like a realtor custom list. And then you would look at just that on your news feed, which if I can find the answer to my problems with this, I will gladly share it with everyone. But before you made the list, you would see just them on your news feeds. But again, like I said, I've searched and searched and searched. It will not let me just see their news feeds anymore. Like my news feed would show up and it would just be their stuff. So now you're going to go to close friends, or I'm sorry, not going into lists anymore. So you'll go to back to your home screen. You're going to go over to your profile settings and privacy. So your profile settings and privacy, newsfeed preferences, and then manage favorites. So here you can go through and star who you want to be. So what is this is going to do by marking favorites, that just makes them at the top or prioritizes, shows their content more often than everybody else. So it doesn't completely rid you of everybody else on your news feed that way, but these will make them top priority. So if Obi would post something on his Facebook, one, you would likely get a notification, and two, it's going to be at the top. So it's going to prioritize. If I mark Obi as a favorite, it's going to prioritize over Sam Cooper, over Everything Life and Real Estate, over everything else that we have. So that makes it a lot easier for you to engage with your forever clients, anybody that is in your pipeline, even if they're in the cultivate phase. So just go through and then you can search by friends only, pages only, and then you can look at only just your favorites. I don't think I have any. So yeah, but so that way you can differentiate business pages from people. You can search by them. If I wanted to just type in, so you can, whatever makes sense. So I'm going to put Josh as a favorite. I'm just going to go through and pick random people. We'll do Forrest. They're gonna do Megan. I'm trying to think of people who post often. Sam posts often. And I'm not like showing favorites on anybody. Please don't think that. I'm just picking random people. So then I'm going to go to pages. So I'll follow, make sure Tammy's, we'll do Baron Group. Elite posts often. We'll do Brooke. Particle, just picking randoms. So now when I go to my favorites, let me refresh my screen and see if it updates. So now when you go through your news feed, like those favorites are going to be towards the top, which doesn't look like anybody's really posted in near recent for it to populate like that. But once they do post something, it will show up right there at the top. Your people will be, those posts will show priority over anybody else's. And that, again, just gives you that really quick and easy way to reach your database or reach out to those past clients on Facebook, because believe it or not, having a conversation on Facebook is considered lead gen. As long as you're having a two-way conversation with whomever, that's a conversation that, as long as it's real estate related, obviously it's a lead. If you're on a mom group talking about the best sunscreen for your baby, that's not quite the same conversation as a lead. Still a conversation, still a connection, still a touch. Not bad. If you can transition from baby sunscreen to real estate, you're a professional. But yeah, it's just another outside of the box way to really make it work. And I know people hate calling people, and so giving you another option is what my ultimate goal is. And then just really engaging on Facebook it's free marketing, it's a free connection, everybody is there. The biggest age groups, the millennials and Gen X. I don't know what is before millennials. I forget, but the age ranges of the people who are buying houses right now are the generations that use Facebook the most. Yes, thank you, Carrie. Boomers, I guess. I thought there was one in between the two, but I don't know for sure. But the whole purpose is the generations that are buying houses right now and selling houses right now are the generations that use Facebook mostly. So, I mean, you're missing out if you're not using Facebook, in my opinion. I feel like it's pretty ingrained in everybody by now that it's easy to use. And yes, there are a ton of other platforms. But again, it's tried and true. It's been there forever. So it's very user friendly in the fact of the upper age group. I don't want to, there's no appropriate way to say that. I'm sorry. But the other age group, it's there. So utilize it, use it to your advantage. Are you going to sell a house with everybody you talk to? Probably not, but your business is relationships. So making that connection with them, and even with new clients, I feel like this is so overlooked, is that, if you want to learn about a restaurant or a business or somebody else that you work with, say you're interviewing somebody, where do you go to look them up? You go to social media, you go to the internet. So the whole purpose of your Facebook, your social media, even if it's just on the business side, is to showcase yourself as a person, not only as a real estate agent or a realtor, but as a person, so they can make those connections with you. You flock subconsciously towards people who are more relatable to you, that you connect with. I have friendships and relationships and conversations with people over social media that I've never met in my life, like in person. But it makes that connection so much stronger and so much more easier once you do meet in person. I'm connect with a lot of KW people through social media, just because obviously, we're global. So like going to the mega leadership, just to share a little bit of experience of how it affected me in my position, is, I talk to these people regularly and, connected on a different level with them through social media, because or email, because that was the way we connected. We can't go hang out with each other unless we wanted to fly somewhere. So when we were all centralized in the same area and finally got to meet in person, it's like you already know them. So that helps you, especially if you're one that's not as outgoing as some people, a little more on the introvert side, which nothing wrong with that. But this is that way to bridge that gap. Have those conversations, start them now on social media in a way unapproached, they don't feel locked into anything, even like a phone conversation. The difference is, if I answer this phone, they know I'm available, they know I have to talk to them, and then you feel bad if you try to get them off the phone. Whereas a text message is very hands-off. You have the option to see it and preview what's coming at you before you commit to that conversation or that relationship or whatever. Social media is the same way. Yeah, it's on there. You can message them. And with some texting and some Facebook messaging, you can see if the person's seen it, but still it's that that feeling of having the control of what's happening is what really can make or break a conversation or getting a deal or something like that. Just trying to think about the psychology of social media with relationships and how it affects your business goes way deeper and beyond a phone call, or, that gives them the hands-off approach that they have the control, that they can determine if they want to have this conversation, and then that may get you further. So just some things to think about with social media and stuff like that, but really put your favorites on there and really, let me see if this pops. Haha, there it is. Click on your favorites over here and then it'll just show you. There we go. Okay, so reworking that. I thought it would just let you go. So you're going in the drop arrow for your profile, settings, newsfeed preferences. You want to manage your favorites. So add all your favorites. If they have a blue star, they're your favorites. Then you're going to come here to the left and go to favorites on the side. That's how it will get you just them on your newsfeed. I was like, I know there's a way, and I know they wouldn't completely get rid of it. So this gives me now, like you see, Scott isn't, oh, he is a favorite. I lied. I didn't know he was my favorite. So you can see under here too as well that they're marked as favorite. So they're going to be at the top. And then right here is where you're seeing just them. So you can focus on just their stuff. So again, just gives you that focus piece. You interact, comment. Don't just like or heart something, comment on it. You want two-way conversation. You may comment on here, they may reply. Then it goes into Facebook Messenger where you're talking, chatting, kind of give a little bit more of your sales pitch per se, and then build that relationship from there. This is funny. Cinco de Mayo, competing for a house in this market, justified drinking. So you put a laughing emoji, can't relate, more, comment on it. Super simple. Everybody's on Facebook almost every day. So it is not a whole lot of extra work than what you're already doing. Just engage with your people more than just likes, comment on it. If you know them closely, maybe share it, or if it's a way to raise awareness about something that would not be super personal for them, like if they're doing like a GoFundMe for somebody, or if they are, like raising awareness, like for the birthdays, they do the donations, stuff like that, Red Day stuff, like share their content if that's appropriate. Obviously, I don't want you to like share a picture of their kid. That would be a little weird, but it's, yeah, so really use social media for your benefit. It's a way to make great connections. And like I said, that very hands-off approach of they have the control is going to make all the difference in the world. So any questions on anything? This one's super short today. Okay, awesome. All right. Well, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Bye.